Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel, Freedom to Be. This is where I share my faith, but also real-world life experiences as much as I can to help you. Now, I only ever share three things. One, I've either studied something and immersed myself, and I'm still immersed in it, or I have experience, real-world experience in it that I'm very happy to share with you. Or three, I've actually coached and guided others to be successful at it. Okay, so today I want to talk about living a laptop lifestyle, which is this pinnacle or a dream that a lot of people talk about or want to live, and also how it's possible that I'm able to do it. Now, if you stick around for this video, I share some tips that you can apply and implement in your life to make it a reality for you too. Okay, so let's get stuck in. Now, the first thing I recommend is something that you probably wouldn't expect to hear. You need to build confidence, unshakable confidence in yourself that can only come from, are you ready for it? Having an emergency fund. Now, I know that doesn't sound glamorous or immediately exciting, but trust me, it's the key. And I'll delve into it and give you a bit more detail. Now I'm on my way to my favorite internet cafe, one of my favorite spots, and I'm going to take a little bit of a detour past the beach en route. And I thought I'd find a quiet space to just talk about the next bit of what I want to share with you. Unglamorous as it may sound, having an emergency fund is, in my opinion, a solid cornerstone and a foundation. Having the confidence not just to face life and its uncertainties, but to also give you that platform so that you have choices. Now, I got this idea from Alex Hormozi, shout out, who also talks about having an emergency fund. So without further ado, I'm assuming that you're in a job right now and you're thinking about having a bit more of a freedom lifestyle, or thinking a lot about having a freedom lifestyle. That becomes all the more possible when you've got a backup to see you through eventualities that may come up in life. I mean, things happen that we don't plan for, and it can be a big drain if you haven't got something set aside. Also, what I've found is when you've got something set aside, like an emergency fund, you feel more confident at work. You feel braver in defending the line, in not tolerating things that are unacceptable to you. You're more willing and able to walk away from bad deals and bad bosses. And people feel that from you as well. They sense it. They sense that courage. They sense that immovability. And there's this intrinsic aura of respect that you generate and that you receive from people because they sense it off you. It's when you don't have a backup that you're more inclined to go with the flow, even when it doesn't suit you. And unfortunately also go along with people and decisions and behavior that if you had a choice, you probably wouldn't tolerate. Now, just to be clear, an emergency fund is not a recreational fund. It's not there for me to delve into if ever I feel like not working. It's there as an emergency backup. And I will tell you now, that gives me just this innate feeling of confidence and also the bravery to be entrepreneurial. And that's the kind of thing that creates opportunities, is when you're brave enough to try new things. Okay, so I thought I'd go on the move again, head towards the beach. And I don't know what your circumstances are, but one thing that you do have on your side, something that I know you have, is energy and time. That you can control, my friend. You're going to have to be willing to make sacrifices. And that means sacrifices of time, sacrifices of things that you choose not to have in order to have something else. You may have to do less Netflix binging or time spent partying, going out, socializing. Could you put that towards doing something else that's productive and that adds to the emergency fund, such as getting a second job, monetizing any talent or experience that you have to turn it into a side hustle. Start to conceptualize and think of anything and everything that you can so that you're less of a consumer and more of a creator. Be ruthless with how you perceive time from this point on. Anything that doesn't create income for you does not serve the purpose of your emergency fund. So think about things that you can do and time that you could spend that creates an income that you can put into your emergency fund. Never get tired of this view. It's beautiful, especially on a beautiful day. Make a goal and make it a tangible goal and set a date. Now by this time, whenever that is, to have enough set aside that can sustain you for a month. Start there. And once you've got this emergency fund for a month, stretch it for another month. Now you've got 2 months to back you up. Now they say that the ideal is 3 to 6 months. Start with month 1. And you also need to be savvy and smart about where you park your emergency fund as you're building it. An obvious place would be a bank account with the best interest. Shop around. An ISA is a great idea. This is tax-free. Where I place a portion of my emergency funds, some of it I put it in stocks and shares. I use a site called Trading212. Unfortunately, I don't think it's available for you guys in the US, but it is in the UK and I think in parts of Europe. I'll leave a link in the description down below, you can check it out. Now, with stocks and shares, there's obviously a risk to it because the stocks can go up and down, so you need to do your due diligence in selecting the best stocks. I'll create a video in future about how I choose my stocks, but one stock that's fairly robust and trustworthy is the S&P 500. I've got a majority of my investment in that stock. So what's good about that is you're parking your emergency fund in places that appreciate and increase what you already have. Does that make sense? If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so I know to make more of this for you. And let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And I will just say that as a Christian, I put my trust in God and the guidance of my Savior, Jesus of Nazareth. You may have stumbled across this video. Maybe you needed to hear that. He gives me the clarity and the guidance that I need to live life with dignity. And I know that there is a life to come, which is infinitely better than all of this. And this is good already. But look, if that's not your journey of faith, it's okay. Stick around, subscribe to my channel anyway, because I share real world life experiences as often as I can to help you. Speak to you again soon. Check out these other videos I made, and I hope that they help you. God bless you.